Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news. Imagine a quiet, unassuming quarterback making waves, not because he's a household name, but because of the potential he's showing behind the scenes. That's exactly the case with Tyson Bagent, the third-year quarterback for the Chicago Bears. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Who is this guy, right? Well, Bagent might not have the fame yet, but he's been quietly building a resume that's catching the attention of NFL front offices across the league, especially those teams in need of a reliable backup, or even someone who could step up and compete for starting duties in the right circumstances. In 2023, Bagent made history as a rookie by becoming the first undrafted Bears quarterback to start a game since 1960. That's a long time ago, folks. And he didn't just start a game, he went 2-2 in 4 starts, showing poise and resilience far beyond what many expected from an undrafted player. His stats through 2024 tell a story of a young QB still developing, but with signs of promise, completing 66.2% of his passes for 870 yards, with 3 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Not exactly Hall of Fame numbers, but remember, he's still learning, still finding his rhythm, and he's already demonstrated a knack for making plays when it counts. Now, in the 2024 season, Bagent's role was mostly limited to spot duty. Behind Caleb Williams, who's seen as a future star, Bagent got a few opportunities, just enough to remind everyone of his potential. In those brief appearances, he was 2 for 2 for 11 yards, showing he's capable of stepping in when needed. And under the new leadership of first-year head coach Ben Johnson, Bagent's been earning trust. In the preseason opener of 2025, he went 13 for 19 for 103 yards, threw a touchdown, and had an interception, good for a 77.3 rating. Small sample size, sure, but enough to stir up buzz among analysts and fans alike. The question now is, could he be a trade candidate? Could his future lie somewhere else, perhaps in a place where he has a real shot at competing for a starting role? And this is where things get interesting. The NFL is a league of opportunities, and Bagent is quietly sitting on one of those rare opportunities. The Los Angeles Rams, a team with a storied recent history, are facing some uncertainty at the quarterback position. Matthew Stafford, the veteran QB who led the Rams to a Super Bowl appearance a couple of years ago, has been sidelined during training camp with lingering back issues. The team remains optimistic about his recovery, but it's never a good sign when there's no concrete update on his status in August, right? That kind of uncertainty creates a perfect storm for a team looking to bolster their depth at quarterback. And who better than Tyson Bagent? The Rams have a roster that could make sense for him, stuck with Stafford, Jimmy Garoppolo, and the still untested Stetson Bennett. Garoppolo is a capable veteran and has a 1-year deal, but he's missed time in previous seasons, and while he can fill in when needed, he's more of a short-term solution. Stetson Bennett, on the other hand, is still largely unproven in the regular season. If Stafford's recovery drags on, the Rams could see Bagent as a low-cost, high-upside option to challenge Bennett and Garoppolo in training camp and beyond. Think about it. Bagent, a young quarterback with NFL experience, who's already proven he can win games, can bring a different dynamic to the Rams' offense. He's mobile, quick to release the ball, and has a good understanding of the game's rhythm, traits that Sean McVay, one of the most creative offensive minds in the league, would surely love to develop further. Bagent's mobility is a real asset, more than any other quarterback currently on the Rams roster. That kind of versatility can be a game-changer, especially in a league that's increasingly favoring mobile quarterbacks and quick, efficient passing attacks. Now, let's not forget the broader context. The Rams have made the playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons, and they're determined to keep that streak alive. But with questions swirling around their quarterback room, especially with Stafford's health status uncertain, they need depth, they need a contingency plan, and they need someone who can step in and perform if called upon. Bagent, with his experience, potential, and current cost, checks all those boxes. If Chicago is willing to part with him, and that's a big if, the Rams should definitely be knocking on that door. What makes this even more compelling is the fact that Bagent's skill set aligns perfectly with McVay's offensive philosophy. McVay loves quarterbacks who can get rid of the ball quickly, maintain rhythm, and move around when needed. Bagent fits that mold perfectly. His ability to make quick decisions and his mobility give him an edge over some of the other backups in the league. Plus, with the Rams' roster depth at wide receiver and tight end, he could step into a system that's designed to maximize quick throws and explosive plays. And let's look at the bigger picture here. The Bears, for their part, have a young, developing team led by head coach Ben Johnson. They're in a rebuilding phase, and while Bagent has shown flashes of promise, they might be willing to explore options to maximize his value. If another team, like the Rams, offers a trade, it could give Bagent a real shot at a starting role somewhere else, which he's clearly eager for. His desire to compete and prove himself at the NFL level is evident, and a change of scenery could be just what he needs to take that next step. This potential trade is more than just about Bagent. It's about where the Bears see their future. Do they want to develop him as their backup and see how he progresses, or are they open to trading him for draft capital or other assets? That's a strategic decision for Chicago, but it's clear that Bagent's stock is rising, and NFL teams are paying close attention. The fact that analysts are buzzing about him as a trade candidate speaks volumes about his perceived potential. It's not just about what he's done so far, but what he could become in the right system, with the right coaching, and under the right circumstances. Now, for you, the Chicago Bears fans, this is a moment to think about the future of your team. Bagent has been a bright spot in a season that's still unfolding, and whether he stays in Chicago or moves on, it's a testament to his resilience and talent. The NFL is a league of opportunity, and Bagent is seizing his. The question is, what's next? Will the Bears hold on to him and continue his development, or will they explore trade options that could benefit the team in other ways? Either way, it's an exciting time for Bears fans who want to see their young quarterback grow and maybe even take on a bigger role in the near future. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what do you think, Bears fans? Are you excited about the potential of Tyson Bagent? Do you believe he has what it takes to be a starting quarterback in this league someday? Or do you think the team should keep him and nurture his talent? The NFL world is buzzing, and it's all happening right now, right in front of us. The possibilities are endless, and the future of the Bears' quarterback room is definitely one of the most intriguing storylines this season. Whether Bagent stays, goes, or gets traded, one thing is for sure: he's a player you'll want to keep an eye on as we move forward. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, bear down.